Welcome back to What You Get for the Money. When a couple in Maryland built a modern treehouse a few years ago, they designed it with affordability in mind. The result was a one-of-a-kind home that instantly became the envy of the neighborhood. With 1,500 miles of roadway and more than 500,000 inhabitants, Washington, D.C. is better known for its human fauna than its flora. But just northeast of the city, the story of Patricia Smith's contemporary home begins with a beach. Tree, that is.
This is the city of Tacoma Park, which is about 5 minutes away from the District of Columbia border.
In Tacoma Park, also known as Tree City, people take their greenery seriously.
In Tacoma Park, there is an ordinance that a tree cannot be cut down unless there's a good reason to do so.
Which made it just the spot for personal trainer Patricia and her late husband Carl to build their forest home, with the help of architect Ed Rami.
One of the first comments that they made was, "We want to wake up with the birds in the morning." The second comment that they made was, "We want to keep the giant beech tree in the front."
One day, Ed shows up with the plans for this house, and Carl and I, we're looking at these plans, you know, on the table. This is interesting. We start turning pages.
Ed created a 3.5-story home that seems to soar through the trees themselves.
He got our hearts.
While the finished 3,600 square foot home was everything the couple dreamed of, only a month after they moved in, Carl was diagnosed with a brain tumor. He passed away a year later.
We would often talk about that, you know, how it was so good that he got to live in the house.
Carl especially enjoyed the balcony, a feature Patricia still appreciates every day.
This is the Perch, and what I like about the Perch is the view. When you walk out onto the Perch, it's like walking into the trees.
And in the fall, the colors are just phenomenal.
But the house itself is even more dramatic.
The front of the house is approximately 44 feet high. The back of the house is about 20 feet high. What it does is it really makes the house very impressive from the front, and it makes the house more intimate towards the back.
The home's main floor features an interconnected den, kitchen, dining room, and living room.
It's always light coming in through this area, which makes it just a wonderful place to be.
Downstairs is a rec area and 2 guest rooms for times when Patricia's son Austin comes to visit.
When Austin comes, he likes to watch sports on TV, so we sit and watch TV. When it's nice, if it's in the summer, we'll sit out on the porch.
The top 1.5 floors were reserved for the master suite.
They wanted the second floor really to be kind of a big master suite, and then the loft was intended to be a workspace.
Like most of the rest of the house, the master bedroom seems to have more windows than walls.
You know, nature outside, the trees, waking up in the morning. It's a nice way to wake up.
We had to find ways of achieving beautiful details and at the same time not spending a lot of money. One of those considerations was the main stair in the house. We actually used drop-off pieces from the beams and constructed the stair.
As the rays of the sun come through in the afternoon, it just lets off beautiful shadows against the wall that you can see from the living area.
And as a fitness instructor, Patricia found an unusual use for that room.
Most of my classes I do outside the home, but I do have a group of women that meet at my home one evening a week and do yoga.
In 2002, building the home cost $480,000. Nowadays, Patricia's Perch is worth almost $900 grand.
In the Washington, D.C. area, you don't have a lot of modern architecture, and in this case, the owner's tastes really made something very unique. Just as we were completing construction, we were all standing out in front here, and somebody walked up off the street and made them an offer, which was more than what they had paid for it at that point.
Patricia's response was no way.
Carl and I put so much into this. I love being here, really love being here. It's a nice place to be.
So just outside of DC for $900,000, you can find 3,600 contemporary square feet with 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, balcony views, and vaulted space.